So welcome to Joyful Paws Cottage Studio. If you have been here before, you probably are a little familiar with the story of my cottage, but I'm going to share for those of you that are new. But as you come in the front door of Joyful Paws Cottage Studio, you will see this sign that I made that says, "I live in my own little world, but it's okay. Everyone knows me here." And that's an illustration of from Tasha Tudor. One of my favorite inspirations is Tasha Tudor. And this beautiful nuthatch pot, it's actually a pot holder, but I used it in a different way here on my front door. That is from fiber artist Maria Wolf. So as you come into my studio, I have these large windows that overlook what we call a gully area. And this gully area just has many trees that, as you can see, is in total bloom right now. And it's like living in a magical fairy forest, I think. And my art desk is positioned right in front of that. So when I'm working on my mixed media art, I have this beautiful view. And even in the winter time, when the leaves are all gone, it's just as beautiful with all the snow that comes. And it just makes it feel like a cozy little nest in here. So my studio space is actually 10 by 12, and my husband built it for me back in 2009. And at that time is when I decided to become a writer. And I would end up writing 2 children's books and 3 memoirs about my life-changing wisdom that I learned from many different dogs in my life and animals in my life that helped me for the better. And I've morphed over the years into adding more to my dreams, and one of them is just the last 2 or 3 years, I guess, is really I've been dabbling in mixed media art, combining my love of animals and animal wisdom. Here's a piece that I'm just finishing up of a hummingbird that was a request. And I call these animal oracle art or animal wisdom art. And on the back of each piece, I actually intuit a message for that particular piece that goes with it. So that's why I call it animal wisdom art or animal oracle art. Then in this corner of my studio, you'll see many wolves on that one wall. Wolf is my spirit animal guide. Her name is Leola. That's a name she gave me quite a few years ago. And this is a small basket I have sitting here where I collect things from nature, and I put them in this basket, and they end up in my mixed media art. You can see some more wolves there. St. Francis of Assisi with his wolf. If you don't know the story of St. Francis of the Wolf, you have to look it up. Such a beautiful story about living in harmony with animals. All right, I don't want to make you dizzy. So yeah, I've had this space since 2009, and I continue to evolve and grow. And part of my work now too, that I started many years ago, is I do intuitive oracle readings for people, and also for people and their animal friends, people and their pets. If you're feeling challenged with issues with your animal friend, I do readings for that. I just love doing those because the relationship between people and their animal friends is so deeply beautiful. This is a doll that I made many, many years ago. It's a wooden doll, and when I was part of a writer's circle, they helped me name her, and her name is Eartha Azure because her eyes are that pretty blue that is called azure. But Eartha Azure. And I will say, it's kind of a funny story. I had to make her with these really long locks of hair, because my hair is very thin and I will never have long hair in this lifetime, which I envy that others have and I don't. So that is my nemesis, I guess, of wishing I had long hair. In the corner I have all kinds of papers that I use in my mixed media work. If you come to my studio, you will see many flying fairies. Because as I said, this is a very magical place to do art and to do readings, to also meditate. I'll show you my meditation chair shortly. Here's another view out my window, a different window. I have 6 windows in here. I feel so blessed to have all this light that comes into my studio. My hydrangeas are in full bloom, all my bird feeders, because I just love connecting with the animal realm outside and supporting them by feeding them. And this is kind of a catch-all table. Here's where I will do readings for myself or pull a card in the morning for myself. This is a snail piece I recently completed, and this is for a friend who saw it in progress and she said, "I want that snail." So that one is spoken for already. And if you've been here before, you know that I had 3 special needs dachshunds, 2 that were in wheelchairs. And many years ago, my mom gifted me with a stained glass piece representing my dachshunds in wheelchairs. And I just so much love that piece. And I have so many great memories of the dachshunds in my life. And then this wall is just inspirational pieces from other artists, because I love to see the artwork of others and I love to support the artwork of others. And then a very special piece is on the bottom of the Rabbit in the Moon. And I happen to have a dear mama who is very talented in many different mediums of art. And that was a piece she made me for my birthday one year. And as we swing to this corner, you can see my singing bowl there. I also love tuning forks as a way to work with healing energy for myself. This corner has many of my journals that I write in and do, like I said before, do readings for myself. Below here is my pressed flower. What would you call that? Well, it's where I put my pressed flowers in, and my husband made that for me a couple of years ago, and then I decorated the front. And it says on the front, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks," which is by John Muir. If you're into nature, you will know that name. John Muir or John Muir, I'm not sure. Here's a different window and a different view. The large locust tree we've had for so many years. My husband and I often say we'll be so sad if that tree ever comes down. The shades are a whole deck. Then in this corner, another flying fairy. In this corner, I have an artist, local artist, gifted me these 3 portraits of my dachshunds, which was so beautifully touching to me when she gave these to me. The top is Frankie, the middle is Joey, and the bottom is Gidget. And she just captured their spirits so beautifully. I really, really treasure those. And then coming around, I guess I never know if to say this is the front of my cottage or the back, because it kind of is interchangeable. I absolutely love this window when I'm sitting at my desk where my computer is. I love looking out this window in the fall. The trees, you can't kind of see it. There we go. The trees in the background, when those are all in the beautiful colors of red, crimson, and orange, and yellow. It's spectacular. I love fall. It's my favorite season. And here's where my meditation chair is, though it's got this box of art on it right now, which I'll share with you in a moment. And at the very top here, I've loved animals since I was a little girl. That's me as a little girl with our little kitty named Tiger. I don't know how old I am in that picture. I don't think I'm older than maybe like 3 or 4 in that picture. And my Victorian screen door and a view of the bird bath. I love it when the birds come and splash around. And these are pieces of art that are complete, that will eventually be for sale on my website. But I just wanted to share something I'm working on, something new I'm working on, which are these 6x6 pieces. So I created, you may know this, but I created an Animal Reflections Healing Oracle deck. And each card I created on a small wooden 2.5 by 4.5, well, kind of 3 by 5, I guess, wooden template. And what I'm doing is I am creating these pieces from my original art on these 6x6. And I am going to offer those for sale on my website. What I'm trying and hoping to do, though I may change my mind, I may offer them all at once, or I may slowly release them. I don't know yet. I'm still sort of playing with that. But this is Frog. And then on the back, the message that I wrote for each one of the cards, and this one representing Frog, will be included. And then they're signed by me as well. So kind of a little sneak peek. If that's something that intrigues you, I'll be announcing that at some point in my newsletter if you're part of my newsletter. And sorry for the beeping, we've got construction going on behind our house here. A whole new subdivision has been going up the last couple of years behind us. And another window view. This is a hydrangea tree and almost in full bloom. Not the prettiest corner in my room except for that tree. It's where it holds my printer and my paper and my desk. As you can see, I have many different things I've collected over the years. All of this stuff brings me comfort. I know sometimes people have said to me, you have too much stuff in your room, but I don't care. It's what I like and what makes me happy, and that's all that matters, right? So up in this far right-hand corner, these are the decks I usually work with when I'm doing oracle readings for others. And there is my oracle deck, Animal Reflections Healing Oracle. And again, another wall of inspiring pictures and quotes. And this is where my computer is. Did I show you this corner? Yeah, I think I did show you that corner. I did. Now I remember. But I want to leave you with a beautiful view that I am so blessed to see every day that I come out here. And where a couple of years ago I saw a beautiful young fawn outside my windows, I see many rabbits. The chipmunks are always making me laugh as they bound and hop through the yard. And many bunnies and squirrels, and of course lots of birds too. And no studio would be complete without twinkle lights, and those are my blue star twinkle lights that I just love. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of my studio. And I must say, before I forget, it was Jules Chabot, who's a lovely wildlife artist. I had nudged her to do a tour of her studio, which is absolutely so sweet and quaint, and I will link it here in this video. And then she sweetly nudged me back and said, I would like to see your studio. So I thought it would be a good time to do an update. It's been a while since I've shared my studio, and you know, it continues to change just like I do. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.